everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's been a little bit of a break since I did my last video. I have to apologize, I wasn't feeling good. Found out I had a infected tooth. I have to go get a root canal. They had me on a bunch of pain meds and antibiotics, so I couldn't really drink any beers. I kind of felt like crap, so I wasn't really watching any videos or commenting like I normally do, but feeling better today. And one of the great things about feeling better is I finally get to open this box that arrived the other day that came to me from Pete in Pennsylvania. You may remember Pete's one of my buddies from high school. We grew up together, and he's always kind and sends me out some cool Pennsylvania beers. This box has made the journey back and forth between PA and Ohio a number of times. This is why it looks like crap and is probably more packing tape than box at this point in time. Let's see if I can get this open without injuring myself. At some point, I'm going to have to get a new box. We'll have to use a new one, but since maybe the first beer trade we did, we've used this over and over again, and it's, I don't know, the definition of sustainability, he called it at one point, and I have to agree. All right, let's see what we got. Usually there's a message in here that I miss. Let's see what we got going on. See how we've done this? Very carefully patted it. I know some people just throw them on in there and they arrive just fine. Anderson gets them all the time. That is just basically in a priority mailbox and they're fine, but I don't know. I always get worried something's going to break. So I always take great care in wrapping them, and Pete does the same. So, we got a lot of things in here today. Let's see what we got. Oh, what is this? Something additional as well. Put our box back until I send the next one out. And I'll save this for last. I think when I ordered some beer mugs, it came with this really thick padding, and I saved it. Throw it in this box. It does a very good job. Now, you see, obviously, we take great care in wrapping this stuff. They're in bags within bubble wrap. The first beer off the bat, I know what this one is. I have been wanting this for ages. I saw this on Facebook. So the high school I went to was Northeast Catholic High School for Boys in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At one point, North was the largest boys Catholic high school in the world. Unfortunately, it shut down probably about 10 years ago, which is truly tragic. But we do have a big alumni association. A lot of, somewhat important folks came out of North for being a school in a relatively poor neighborhood. So this here is from Workhorse Brewing Company, and it is a North Catholic Falcon Lager. Now this is probably going to be one of my favorite beers of all time, just because there's no way I would have ever been able to get this without Pete's help. So greatly appreciate it, Pete. And this is a Munich-style Helles Lager. I can't wait to do a review on that one and share it with all my Falcon brothers. Next one up, Barnstable Brewing. This is a blueberry ale, and these guys are out of, let's see if it says the town, Hyannis, Massachusetts. Very interesting. Can't say I see a lot of Massachusetts beers. I think I still have one that he sent me out there. I'm getting behind on reviews because I got sick, and with work it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Rusty Rail Brewing, Wolf King Imperial Stout with coffee and oatmeal. And these guys are, it says, Mifflinburg, PA, brewing proudly or boldly in the heart of Pennsylvania. Pretty cool artwork on that one. Let's see what else we got in here. We do try to reuse a lot of this packaging too. So used to just throw it away, right? So might as well save it and reuse it. It usually takes a beating, to be honest. You can send stuff back and forth a couple times. Eventually the bubble wrap kind of loses its form, but yeah, I think I ruined this one here, ripped it a little. Nothing some masking tape or duct tape won't fix. What is this bad boy? What? Utopias barrel-aged worldwide stout from Dogfish Head. Now that looks amazing. I'm not even sure what this one is. Now I've heard of the Sam Adams Utopias. I actually just saw Kibby's, one of the local beer shops I go to in Bluffton, Ohio, put an ad up, said they got one bottle of the Utopias. I think a lot of the stores around here, you might only get one if you're lucky, and it was $300. And I thought to myself, I would love to get that, but then I won't pay the electric bill. So Maybe next time, Utopias. So it looks like this is aged in Utopias barrels. That is pretty amazing. Can't say I've ever seen that. I didn't even know that one existed. Awesome, Pete. Thanks for hooking me up with that, my brother. Let's see what else we got in here. This is Workhorse Oatmeal Milk Stout. Workhorse is from, see if it says, Ewing, New Jersey. Now, you know what? New Jersey is obviously a large East Coast state. Well, maybe not large, but you know, it's not Delaware. It's a bigger state than Delaware. I'll give it that. I rarely see any beers from New Jersey. I know there are some, but you really don't see a whole heck of a lot. So pretty cool to check out. I think Ewing's right up by New York. Blue Point Brewing Company, Blackberry Gose, harvested and brewed on Long Island. So it's a New York beer here. So nice East Coast representation here, right? Delaware, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware. Check out this bad boy. Crooked Stave, Colorado, Wild Sage, Brett Cesar. And I assume these guys are in Colorado, Denver, Colorado. I think I've had some of their beers before. Might have had them when I was in Colorado a couple years ago. Let's see what we got here. Weed Light. Very interesting. Born American. And this is Weed Light. Crack open a can of Weed Light for a crisp and refreshing beer that suits any occasion. Where are these guys out of? It's a ghost. It might be the ghost of Don creeping up into the beer shed here. San Antonio, Texas. Oh, very interesting. Don't see a heck of a lot of Texas beers either. I think I had the one Anderson had in the bomber. I don't know if I ever released that video. I think we might have been too inebriated. And then obviously I had the Lone Star, which is kind of a macro level Texas beer. Southern Tier, Nitro, Coconut Truffle. Southern Tier is a brewery I'm sure many of you have had. I see Southern Tier around from time to time, but never the really cool, rare stuff. I tend to see the more macro level things that everybody can get. These guys are out of Lakewood, New York. And one more. Let's see what we got. Oh, I know what this is. This is the Homebrew, I believe. I know he said he sent me a Homebrew. So this is one that Pete has made himself. And the name of the brewery is, he goes with Waltoberfest. And this is a collab that's done with 3 Bunnies Brewing. So I'll actually do my first Homebrew review on here. It's a Dogfish head bottle. Let's see what else we got here. Something else in this is quite heavy. What do we got? Ah, some cool coasters. Oh, sweet. North Catholic Falcons coasters. Pretty awesome. Looks like they're on some little pieces of slate. These are really cool with the North Catholic Falcon engraved on them. Awesome, Pete. Started off with the Falcon beer, ended with the Falcon coasters. Really excited to give these a shot in the next week or two. I'll try to rip through as many of these as I can. I know I still got another few beers that I have to make up that were sent out to me from Wayne Allen, and there's some other ones floating around, so I'll get through them as quickly as possible. I'm feeling a bit better, so I'll get back on the saddle and tackle some beer videos. Hey, hope you like watching the unboxing. Thanks again, Pete, for sending these out. Greatly appreciate it, my brother. Till next time, go Falcons.